Hello and welcome to these Battlegrounds. I'm Bobby B, and today we'll be looking at the GIJoe Classified series, the Retro Cardback Cobra Trooper. Now, the Cobra Trooper is not a new character to the line or anything like that. We've had a couple different variations of them. We haven't had the standard cannon fodder blue shirt for, 3 or 4 years now? Going all the way back to the first figure was the Cobra Trooper number 12. Cobra Island days, and then we had the Cobra Infantry that I think was in like the low 20s, and then we're well into like the 140s now, so it was just a matter of time till we got them reused or reissued or whatever you want to call them. However, we're looking at a lot of old stuff right off the bat, but we'll talk about that as we go. So jumping in, we got our insanely hard cardback. Got a little bit of artwork up there. You got your the O-ring retro version thrown over there so you guys can compare the same pose, but obviously this is done in the classified look or style, whatever you want to call it. Cobra enemy. He is going to be Cobra Trooper. He's not going to be Cobra. He's just Cobra. He's going to be Cobra Trooper. In the back we get our other three from this wave, so he went rounds it out. We've already saw Stalker. We've already saw Cobra Commander, and now we got the Cobra Trooper. So we'll raise this up and pause it if you want. Bring this back down. Not a whole lot else going on there. Putting that back there. Going into the accessories, we get someone finally like used their head. We got the classic cartoon laser rifle. Mag comes out, and every Cobra character should come with this weapon. Every single one. No matter who they are, no matter what retro, not retro, classified, modern, whatever they are, should come with this weapon. And we finally get it. And we've already seen it a few times. Valkyries, Snow Serpents, Metalhead. So it's good to actually get it with a trooper for once. So, pumped about that. Then we get this guy. It's not a horrible weapon for the line. It's looking a little green on camera. It's more of like a brownish tan in person. But just give us like the Dragunov looking weapon. It doesn't have to be spot on, just altered a little bit. Don't give us Spirit's weapon, Magazine drops out. Nothing too crazy, just, nothing new. It's got the port for the blast effects. A little bit of paint on the guard right there, a little bit of paint on the stock. And that's it. And then it was in the plastic, so when I popped it out of the plastic, it actually like warped the stock here, so I'm trying to warp it back. We get this 1911 looking weapon, which we've gotten a handful of times already, especially recently. It's got that long mag. It's got the suppressor that comes out, pegs in. It's got the porthole. I don't get what the fascination with it. And this feels more gummy than anything, especially for it being a handgun. And then again, it was in the plastic so tight that it like warped coming out of it. So kind of annoying there. We get this insanely thick knife, black handle, silver blade, a little bit of cross hatching pattern on the handle. Not a whole lot else going on. We get our blue helmet that we saw with. Did they all have the same helmets? Yep. The trooper and the infantry. It's blue with a darker blue inside. The blue of this figure, I don't know how to describe it. It's like a deep, deep blue. And then we get our classified retro stand. Getting into the figure himself, we have our 4 or 5 year old buck. Nothing new. The only thing changed up is all the Stalker's holster, Stalker's sheath, and then Stalker's web gear. And even that is, some older stuff too. We got the cloth face mask, which isn't bad. A long time coming. We saw some of the Python figures and everything. It was about time we got it. And then we have the return of the arm brassard identifier, whatever you want to call it. And it's just a bunch of chevrons I don't know what the point of it was. I would have rather seen another weapon, a different weapon, than having them throw this in for whatever reason. And it's even on the artwork. You can kind of see it over his shoulder. But otherwise, you got the web gear. You got some gray on the pouches, knife, grenade, straps, buckles. Not a whole lot else going on. That helmet's gonna be a pain to get to fit. In hand, at first I saw it in all the pictures, just like everybody else. I kind of was hating it. The blue's gonna take some getting used to. It's kind of a obnoxious color. It's just a very deep, like, I don't even say vibrant blue, but looks like there's some dark blue in there under the web gear and everything. And we got the arm guards we saw with the troopers before, nothing crazy. And like I said, all that stuff from Stalker. And his legs are gummy. Looks like he's bow-legged here. So I'm not impressed, kind of disappointed. But, I mean, it's great for all those who missed out on the infantry and on the trooper that wanted some blue shirts. Who do we got nearby? Try to compare some of these blues here. There he is with the officer. We got Valkyrie, who kind of matches the officer. We got the infantry. And then we got the trooper. Pull the officer. This way we can get all our variations of the blue shirts. If I can get him to stand. So that's a pretty accurate representation of the color. It might pop a little more with the lighting and everything. Comparing it to some other blues, we got Cobra Viper blue. This is the Cobra Island Viper, so he's going to be a little bit darker. Or a little more, I guess, vibrant blue. The other one's more like a pale, subdued blue. So he just kind of looks wonky, kind of looks goofy. What other troopers we got? We got the fire team in the red and black. Tuck him back there. Then we got our Python Cobra officers. And you guys can decide which ones you guys want to be the trooper, which ones you guys want to be the officer. I know there was the mix-up saying that the one in black's designated and etc., but just goes from there. So I don't know. A lot of I would have preferred this Python officer in all blue. I like the officer web gear. The officer gear is pretty solid. I think that would have been a great blue shirted Cobra trooper to have. And then maybe give him the red mask. I'm sure it's coming. I'm sure it's on its way. Maybe we'll see a troop builder set coming up. Get a troop builder set coming up and kind of make it. But if you guys stocked up on some Python troops, Python officers, you guys can kind of make your own. And even though it's got the black mask, hood, whatever you can call it, head wrap, you can still rock it for the red mask underneath. And there you have it. Your retro Cobra Trooper. You guys pick them up, skip out on them. You guys got enough of the other ones. You guys don't plan on picking these up. I think I'm going to stick with my this guy right here and then call it. Especially since he doesn't match like the Valkyries and some of the other ones. Just because that blue's kind of... I don't know. I'm not a fan of it. I think it would have looked... I think this shade of blue would have looked better with some different web gear. Like I said, I'm a huge fan of the officer web gear. I think this guy just with the gauntlets instead of the gloves would have been a phenomenal choice for the blue shirt. But let me know your comments below. Again, great for those who missed out. However, I just think that it was poorly thrown together at the last second to kind of get these back out there. But That's all I got. Till next time, load up, grab your kits. See you in the battlegrounds.